what can you expect? There's going to be a few love triangles. There's going to be a lot of problems with the boats, which I don't want to disclose now. As you will see you've seen in the trailer that Glenn said he couldn't leave the dock, and I think it's going to be a feel-good season. How you see all the crew come together and support each other. So, as the trailer would suggest, I am kissing one or two girls, just one actually. Madison and I had a little season fling. With other things that happened, there was a little bit of jealous Gary going around, which is not great, but yeah, it is what it is when you work on boats. You work and live together 24/7 with people. You go out, you have a few drinks, jump in the jacuzzi, one thing leads to another, and yeah, boat mances. It's just something that happens on every yacht. So it's something we can't hide from, whether we want it or not. I think if you spend enough time with someone, you're going to get a connection with them and develop feelings. And I think that happens this season. And I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but there's a lot of ups and downs in the relationships formed on the boat this season. To be honest, I just didn't see it coming at all. And I think that's what shocked me the most. Daisy and I have always had chemistry, well, I believe at least. So seeing her hook up with someone else, it's not fair on me to say that I was jealous because I was kissing Mads. But I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't jealous. But at the end of the day, she's not my girlfriend. Colin's not my boyfriend. So I'm going to be as supportive as possible for them. Really, it's the least I could do as a friend. Oh, yes, of course. I think it was more alcohol that was taking its toll then. But no doubt they're both very good friends of mine, and I'll be supportive as much as possible. And I think they make a super cute couple. So we'll see what happens in the future. We were still in contact, but I think my downfall is I don't keep in touch with anyone really. But I mean, if I message Mads now, she will reply. So I'd say we're still friends, we're still amicable. And that's one thing I can say from this season is that us crew towards the end of it all got along really well. I mean, I don't speak to half the crew from season 1 and season 2. And now season 3, I just chatted to Lucy yesterday. I chat to Alicia, still chat to Chase, Colin and Daisy. And obviously Glenn and I chat a couple times a week also. So yeah, it's going to be a feel-good season, seeing how we develop as a crew as a whole. My status is single. I've been on babysitting duties for the last 2 months. And that's kind of all I wanted to do in New Zealand. Due to COVID, I couldn't come down here. So I've just met Sophia, the little 2-year-old, for the first time. And they're actually in the other room now. So yeah, I just wanted to be an uncle in person and not over the phone. So I've been here for 2 months, which has been great. So some of the guests, you will be seeing repeat charters, which is good because some of the guests that we had on this season were absolutely fantastic. Out of all the seasons I've done, these were the most down-to-earth guests in a whole. I mean, some of them were crazy, but for the most part, we had some of the best charters I've ever had on this boat. I think it was our second to last or third to last charter, which was unbelievable. Our second charter guests, they were amazing. And I'm still in touch with a lot of them, which hasn't happened in previous seasons. I mean, we still chat regularly on the phone. So that's something I can take out of the season is how nice our guests were. Also because they tipped us well. If they didn't, I wouldn't say the same thing. 100% if they asked me back, I'd love to come back for another season. And I just had an interview with someone else and she asked me about another below deck if I'd do that. I've always been sailing my whole life, but a yacht's a yacht and it doesn't matter really which style you work on. It's all much of a match, but I would love to work with Glenn for many years to come, given the opportunity. I know there's a lot of seasons in the other below decks. So if Glenn and I can stay together for another 4 or 5 seasons, I'd be very happy doing that. I don't know. It's going to be full of drama, let's say that. Especially for the viewers. There's going to be, I'm not going to say a side to pick, but I think viewers are going to take sides in a scenario and people will understand both parties. And I think it's going to reflect to a lot of people what happens in their relationships and everyday lives. Not really. And also us doing a reality program. Like I always say this, like when you watch a movie, you don't know who they are because they're acting. You don't know who the people are. But for us, we're doing our job and it's a reality show. It's not scripted. everything, what you see is what you get. So people kind of have an understanding who we are as people. And people have come to love Daisy and myself, and a lot of people support their idea of us being together. I'm not going to put that idea to bed. I don't see Daisy enough to know, but I'm keeping the option open, and I guess people would love to see us together.